Cubs missed out maybe that much on Tanner Scott. He said he wanted to be a Cub, but we couldn't make the deal happen. That's been really the theme this offseason. So we're going to talk about some other options that are out there for the Cubs. And I want to remind you that the show today is brought to you by DraftKings. Got a lot going on. Let's get the show started. Go Cubs. All right, go Cubs, everybody. Do appreciate DraftKings. I read some of your comments. I know not everybody is a fan of sponsors. I am. Hey, man, it's how we get paid here in the business of podcasting. DraftKings is a great partner, and I do implore you guys to take advantage of our promo code CBC Cubs Baseball Channel. I'm going to talk about that later on in the show. All right, let's get right into this, though. Relief options remaining for the Cubs. Tanner Scott, apparently it was really close. John Morosi said the Cubs went 4 years, 66. He took 4 years, 72. So 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. $6 million. I'd do the same thing. Love the Cubs. But look, man, that's a lot of millions of dollars there, right? And I think that anybody that was, in a negotiation would get the same years, but more money, you take that. Now, we love the Cubs, and it would be just amazing to wear that Cubs uniform for 4 years. But the Cubs are going to have to make competitive offers, or they're not going to win for the best free agents in the market. So who's the best guy left? And this is a guy we talked about, Carlos Estévez. He is the best guy available, according to most of the experts, right? Now, he may cost you, a year, $9 million, 2 for 18, 3 for 27, 3 for 30. I mean, somewhere in there. I mean, who knows what he's going to get? But he's the top guy remaining, right? And you're talking about 57 saves over the last couple of seasons. He's been one of the best Phillies out there. And he can throw hard, 97 miles an hour. He's got a slider, obviously a fastball, and a changeup. Doesn't throw the changeup a lot, mostly fastball and slider, but mostly fastball. But that's what a lot of these hard throwers do. They throw a lot of fastballs, and then, a lot of times a slider is just a change of pace pitch, and then a changeup, 10% of the time is throwing it out there. But over the last couple of seasons, a 2.45 ERA, 55 innings. I mean, that's really good stuff. Doesn't walk a lot of batters, and, gets the strikeouts about 24% of the time. He's not hit very hard. All those analytics that they use, the barrel rate's pretty good. And John Morosi says that the Cubs are amongst several teams that are looking at him right now. And I'm sure for the Cubs, they want to have some wins, because it feels like every time we turn around, it's another loss. And the Tanner Scott loss definitely hurts. So he would be the number one option to me. Now, the second guy that I would think of as far as options would be Kyle Finnegan. Kyle Finnegan, he's can be really, really good. 66 saves with the Nationals the last couple of seasons. We've talked about him on the channel before. He's 33 years old. He's almost got 90 career saves. And over the last couple of seasons, saves-wise, I mean, he's right there with Hensley and Kloss for the most saves, right? So, I mean, you're talking about a guy that comes in with, that experience of being a closer. Is this a guy that the Cubs are going to be able to get? Struck out 22% of the batters last year. And now, that's not even average anymore. It's below average, I guess. But I still think that's good. Look, if you get the saves and you get the outs, I don't care about that. So that's a guy to keep an eye on. And basically someone to watch. Now, the other thing about him that's interesting, and got to thank the gang at Bleacher Nation for always throwing some good stuff out there. But they were talking about in their story about the velocity that he has. And, almost 97 and a half miles an hour consistently over the last 3 seasons. I think that is really good. I mean, I think that's throwing a fastball like that. Some of these guys, they dip in velocity, and then all of a sudden you realize that it's going to be a dip in health, right? So we'll see. if that's a guy that they go after, if he's someone that could be available for the Cubs. Now, another guy I feel like this guy, 37 years old now, and I feel like we've seen this guy a lot, and that's Kenley Jansen. He was with the Dodgers forever, and now, he's someone that you could pick up. He was with the Braves, with the Red Sox. He'll always be a Dodger to me. But 27 saves last year, 29 the year before that, 41 and 22. I mean, so even at 37 years old, I mean, you talk about a guy that comes in, he's closing in on 450 career saves. I feel like at some point the guy's going to break down, but it hasn't happened yet. So him, David Robertson, we had him before, 39 years old. See someone that you would want to go with. And then, the other name that pops up a lot is Tommy Kahnle. It's like the changeup machine. Remember, he threw all those changeups in a row. It was like one changeup, two changeups, 61 straight changeups. But you know what? I mean, he's elusive. I mean, how about a guy that's that confident in that pitch, throwing it that many times? Is that even true? They said it is. So whatever. But look, he's got really good stuff. Not a closer like maybe the other guys, but has the potential to do that. He manages to kind of stay away from contact, and he's a pitcher. I like that about him. I mean, it's not like he's got to go up there and throw gas by everybody. He's one of these guys that's not afraid to just, hey, if it works, might as well use it, right? He may be a more affordable option for the Cubs, and it feels like a lot of what they're doing right now is affordable over guys who come in and are highly sought out. He helped the Yankees get to the World Series, and so the Cubs certainly could go after him. He's had injuries, though, bicep tendonitis, shoulder inflammation in the last couple of seasons, so it comes in with that as well. But for the Cubs, I mean, if they don't figure out something, then who's going to come in and take care of business? And I think that's the big question. We've got just a few games left this season with 8 teams battling it out to make the conference championships. Get in on the action right now with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They are offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Don't let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using our promo code CBC. The crown is yours. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code CBC and bet $5, just $5 on any wager, and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code CBC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Guys are frustrated right now with the direction of the team and the lack of spending. And I think that that's something that certainly feels like the Cubs have, kind of put a halt on this year. And, we'll see what happens. I mean, I keep saying that, and I'm, obviously I'm trying to be positive to see what happens with the market. We talked about maybe the strategy of hanging back and not spending as much. But this is a transitional season for the Cubs. I really believe that. And I think that success on the field with the young players that they have could certainly give the front office or really ownership confidence in going out and spending more money. And I think when you spend as much money, I said this many times on Dansby Swanson, and he doesn't deliver, you're a little bit hesitant. Plus, your entire front office is under 1-year contracts, or at least the main guy is, I guess. But anyway, love the comments. Stay in the comments section. Again, playoff time's coming. Saw that the Bears have a new coach. That's and he didn't sign with the Dodgers. So that's a good thing, right? But everybody else seems to be signing with the Dodgers. All right, comment section, keep them going. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Go Cubs.